Good evening, students. Welcome back to BSc third year ACC class. In today's lecture, we are going to focus on biomass energy, the ultimate renewable resource. As we know, we are familiar with renewable energy sources, that is wind energy, solar energy, biomass energy, tidal energy, geothermal energy, from which we discuss about the wind energy and solar energy in previous lectures. In today's lecture, we are going to discuss about the biomass energy. Okay, so let us start. Now, when we are talking about the biomass energy, first of all, we must know about what is meant by biomass. Actually, biomass is any organic matter like wood, crops, seaweeds, animal waste that can be used as an energy source. Biomass is probably our oldest source of energy after the sun. For thousands of years, people have burned wood to heat their homes and cook their foods. Biomass gets its energy from the sun. How? That we will discuss in next slide. All organic matter contain stored energy from the sun during a process called as photosynthesis, that we will discuss in next slide. Sun gives plant the energy they need to convert water and carbon dioxide into a oxygen and sugar during a photosynthesis process. This sugar called as carbohydrates. Suppose plants and the animals that eat plants with energy. Food rich in carbohydrates are a good source of energy for the human body. Biomass is a renewable energy source because its supplies are not limited. We can always grow trees and crops, and waste will always exist. That is why its supply are not limited. Now, what are the types of biomass? Before that, we will discuss about how solar energy or biomass gets its energy from sun during a photosynthesis process, that we will discuss. In this process, in the process of photosynthesis, plants convert radiant energy from the sun into a chemical energy in the form of glucose or sugar. How? Because water from the earth, carbon dioxide and sunlight, if water, carbon dioxide and sunlight combines, they form glucose and oxygen. How? If we see chemical reaction of photosynthesis, 6 molecules of water plus 6 molecules of carbon dioxide and radiant energy from the sun get converted into the glucose and oxygen. Both the output of this photosynthesis process is useful for human being, because glucose it acts as a biomass energy, or it is a source of energy, as well as oxygen is useful for the breathing for human being. Okay. In this way, biomass gets its energy from the sun. Now, we will discuss types of biomass. We use several types of biomass today, including wood, agricultural products, solid waste, landfill gas and biogas and biofuels. The uses for alcohol fuels like ethanol will be discussed in depth in the next lecture, but today we are going to focus on a wood, solid waste and biogas. Wood. First of all, we will focus on wood. Most biomass used today in home grown energy is wood. Wood lacks chips, bark and sawdust accounts for about 42% of biomass energy. But any organic matter can produce biomass energy. Other biomass source can include agricultural waste products like fruit, pits and corn cobs. Wood and wood waste are used to generate electricity. Much of the electricity is used by the industries making the waste. It is not a distributed by utilize, it is a process called as cogeneration. What is the cogeneration, that we will discuss in next slide. Paper mills and saw mills use much of their waste products to generate steam and electricity for their use. However, since they use so much energy, they need to buy additional electricity from utilities. Solid waste. A burning trash turns waste into a unable form of energy. 1 ton of garbage contain about as much heat energy as 500 pound of coal. Garbage is not all biomass, perhaps half of its energy content comes from the plastic which are made from petroleum and natural gases. Power plants that burns garbages for energy are called waste to energy plants. These plants generate electricity just as a coal fired plant do, except that combustion of garbages, not a coal. That is why it is one of the useful type of biomass. The main advantage of burning solid waste is that it reduces the volume of garbage dumped in landfill by up to 90%, which in turn reduces the cost of landfill disposal. It also makes use of energy in the garbage rather than buying it in landfill where it remains unused. That is why it is one of the useful type of biomass. Next, landfill gas and biogas. Bacteria and fungi are not picky eaters, as we know. They eat dead plants and animals, causing them to decay. A fungus on a rotary log is converted cellulose to sugar to feed itself. Although this process is slowed in a landfill, a substance called as methane gas is still produced as the waste decay. When bacteria and fungi grow on the dead plants or animals, in that process methane gas produces during the decay of that waste product. The methane, the main ingredient in natural gas, it is a good energy source. Most gas stoves and furnaces use methane supplied by utility companies. Still today a small portion of landfill gas is used to provide energy. Most is burned off at the landfill. With today's low natural gas price, this higher priced biogas is less economical to collect. Methane, however, is a more powerful greenhouse gas than carbon dioxide. It is better for the environment to burn landfill methane and change it into carbon dioxide throughout combustion than to release it into a atmosphere. Methane can also be produced using energy from agriculture and human wastes. A biogas digesters are airtight contains or pipes lined with steel or bricks. That biogas digesters we will discuss in next slide. Actually, basically there are so many types of biomass, but we will focus on wood, solid waste, landfill gas and biogas. There are another type are alcohol fuels, crops. Okay, these are the main types of biomass energy sources. Now, next we are going to focus on biomass energy. As we know, biomass is a renewable energy resource derived from the carbogenous wastes of various human and natural activities. It is derived from numerous sources, including the byproducts from the wood industry, agricultural crops, raw materials from the forest, household waste, etc. That is why we discuss in previous slide we discuss about the types of biomass. Biomass does not add carbon dioxide to the atmosphere, as it absorbs the same amount of carbon in growing as it released when consumed as a fuel. Its advantage is that it can be used to generate electricity with the same equipment that is now being used for burning fossil fuels. Biomass is an important source of energy and the most important fuel worldwide after coal, oil and natural gas. Bioenergy in the form of biogas, which is derived from biomass, is expected to become one of the key energy resources for global sustainable development. A biomass offers higher energy efficiency throughout form of biogas than by direct burning. That is why how we can produce a biomass energy and what are the applications of biomass energy, that we will discuss in this slide. We can produce a biomass energy by using a biogas plants, biofuels, biopowers, biomass cogenerations, etc. There are the very well known applications of biomass energy. In biogas plants, biogas is produced. That biogas is a clean and efficient fuel generated from cow dung, human waste or any kind of biological material derived throughout anaerobic fermentation process. The biogas consists of 60% of methane with the rest mainly carbon dioxide. In biogas, most of the part consists methane gas. Biogas is a safe fuel for cooking and lighting. Byproducts is usable as a high grade manures. There are different compounds of biogas plants. We do not have that much time, or there is no need to study biogas plants in detail, just overlook, because in this syllabus we have to know what is by biomass energy. That's it. No need to study a different types of biogas plants, what are the, how we can build, construction and working of that biogas plants. There is no need to understand, but just overlook how that biogas plants works and what are the byproducts of that biogas plants. Next, biofuels. Unlike other renewable energy sources, biomass can be converted directly into the liquid fuels. That is, it is called as biofuels. For our transportation needs like car, trucks, buses, aeroplanes and trains. The two most common types of biofuels are ethanol and biodiesel. First we will discuss about ethanol, next biodiesel. Ethanol is an alcohol similar to that used in beer and wine. It is made up by fermentation, fermenting any biomass high in carbohydrates, starch, sugars or cellulose throughout a process similar to brewing a beer. Ethanol is mostly used as a fuel additive to cut down a vehicle's carbon monoxide and other emissions. A flexible fuel vehicle which runs on mixture of gasoline and up to 85% ethanol are now available in the market also. A biodiesel, next one is the biodiesel. Biodiesel produced by plants such as canola, sunflowers and soybeans can be extracted and refined into fuel which can be burned in diesel engine and buses. Biodiesels can also made by combining alcohol with vegetable oil or recycled cooking gases. It can be used as an additive to reduce vehicle emissions, typically up to 20%, or in its pure form a renewable alternative fuel for a diesel engine also. Next, biopower. Biopower or biomass power is the use of biomass to generate electricity. There are 6 major types of biopower system: direct fired, co-firing, gasification, anaerobic digestion, pyrolysis and small modular. These are the 6 different types of biopower system. Most of the biopower plants in the world use a direct fired system. They burn bioenergy feedstocks directly in boiler to produce a steam. This steam drives to turbo generator. In some industries, this steam is also used to manufacture process or heat buildings. These are known as combined heat and power facilities. For example, wood waste is often used to produce both electricity and steam at paper mills. Paper coal fired power plants uses co-firing system to significantly reduce emissions in atmosphere, especially sulfur dioxide emissions. Co-firing involved using bioenergy feedstock as a supplementary fuel sources in high efficiency boilers. Means basically in a biopower plants, in direct fired system we burn a bioenergy sources from which we can generate an electricity. In this way we can use biopower. Biomass cogeneration, what it means? Cogeneration improve viability and profitability of sugar industry. Indian sugar mills are rapidly turning to a bagasse, the leftover of cane after its crush, and its juice extracted to generate electricity. This is mainly being done to clear off the environment, cut down power cost and earn additional revenue. According to current estimate, about 3500 megawatt of power can be generated from bagasse in the existing 500 plus sugar mills in the country. Around 270 megawatt of power has already been commenced and more is under construction in India. That is why these are the main applications of biomass energy. This is all about the brief information about biomass, in which we covered what is a biomass, how we can convert a solar energy into the biomass energy, next types of biomasses, how we can convert a biomass energy or how we can generate biomass energy from this types of biomass and their applications. Okay. If you have any doubt about this biogas or biomass energy, you can ask me. Thank you.